Testing, 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 testing. Get right there. There we go. Testing, testing, testing. How you doing? And we are live now. Good evening. I'm your host, Terrain Morrow, and welcome to the ER, a platform for the world to share its story in order to bring hope to people all around the world, that the world may know that it's not alone in confusion and suffering. Also, to bring an end to the waste of life and to promote mental well-being. How y'all doing, guys? We are back. We are live. We are here. We're here again. We're back again. We're supposed to have been back before this, but we're here with another live therapy session with Terrain Morrow. We finally got Terrain back. Yeah, he's horrible with time. He's horrible with appointments, keeping his appointments. He's going through some things right now, though. Because of the things he's going through, that's why we didn't have a therapy session last week. That's why we didn't have a therapy session the week before. This guy has a lot of things he got to get in order. You get what I'm saying? But he's here today. And Terrain, how you doing today? I'm doing all right now. I'm doing all right, man. Man, I just had to do this. I had to get back here because a lot of stuff been going on, and I had to talk. A lot of people been talking to me and just getting stuff off their chest, and they've been talking to me so much and realized that even if I don't know what to talk to you about, it's good just to come here and just do it, get the stuff off my chest, because people need somebody to talk to. People need somebody to talk to, and I'm like, if I can avoid going to true therapy because I'm taking advice. Because really, what I'm realizing what this is at this point now, I'm like, literally, I'm taking advice. I'm seeing all of my friends around me struggle with their mental health. Family members struggle with their mental health. You know, everybody. I'm like, I know what's going, kind of know what's going on with me. A therapist damn near wouldn't know it all, or they won't understand the things. That's why I'm gonna come to myself. I'm gonna come to the altar. This is coming to the altar. This is coming to the throne. I'm counseling my damn self. And hopefully because the biggest thing about it, because I go to real counselors and stuff, and or pastors or friends or family, and it seems like people don't understand what the hell is going on. I'm like, are y'all listening to what the hell I just said? Based off damn near what I told you, you should damn near probably lock me up in a mental home. Cause like I don't even think nobody got any advice for the shit I'm going through. Cause it's a spiritual warfare. Like what type of, it seems like damn near even the pastor, like nobody's like really told me, to get disciplined. Like, nobody, like right now, myself is telling me that what I really need is discipline. It's like, Terrain, you just need discipline in your life. He said when you was in high school, that was the most disciplined time of your life when you was in high school. You 34 now, nigga. So you got some catching up to do. Yeah, high school shouldn't be the most disciplined time. Well, we should say that it got you on the schedule, so can't really say that. But I'm saying, as far as doing what I had to do, discipline. High school and like the first couple of years of college, like those were the most disciplined times of my life, because I was doing damn near everything I wanted to do, and I was doing damn near everything I have to do. Man, I think I was just doing everything. Everything I wanted to do and had to do, I was doing. And that was discipline to me. Discipline is not, okay, discipline it could be getting up and going to work every day, getting up. That's a part of discipline, but that's what people don't realize. Because I had looked up the definition, doc, of lazy. And like, cause I was asking myself, like, am I depressed? Or whatever, am I just lazy? I looked up the definition before, which is why I was like, they changed this definition of lazy, because I did not see all these words in the definition of lazy the first time I looked this up. But it had fear in there, it had lack of determination in there, all like lazy. So it was like all these things that people or therapists would tell you is mental health issues. Somebody from their own understanding decided to say some of those qualities are just people are lazy. Even if they like the lack of motivation of doing things. It's like what, fear? You saying me being fearful of things in some forms can mean that I'm lazy? Because I ain't gonna say all fear. Sometimes you just might be scared, but they say that's gonna be a form of laziness. What? I was like, man. So I was like, am I lazy? So like, am I lazy? So that's why I had to tell myself. So I've been meditating on that, doc. for like the last 2 to 3 days. I'm feeling in a loop. I feel like I'm in a loop, like a constant. I wake up, I'm constant like in a wonder. Like I feel like I've been zoning out more lately, like into like my thoughts. Like it's like I'm escaping into my own world. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I've been. Okay, and once again, y'all, just to kind of give you an understanding, when I once again, if I pick up the notebook, it's the doctor talking, Dr. Range, the doctor talking, and then when it's down, it's Terrain talking. It's a self-counseling, self-therapy session. So we're gonna keep it under an hour. But no, I forgot. I changed the rule. Go over there. If you need a little more time, then we can. But I have some homework for you. So within your homework, I asked you, it was to identify your fears. That was one of them. And the other one is find out what's good for you. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay, let's first talk about identifying your fears. Did you identify any fears, Terrain? Okay. And that's another reason, Doc, why I wanted to not come to the sessions and do the session, because I didn't do the homework. But I did thought about it. I thought about it probably 2 to 3 days before it. And I was like a day before I thought it. I love to procrastinate, I guess. But and only thing I could think of, because at one point I was like, I'm scared to, because first I was like, I'm scared to die. And it's like, it's not, I'm scared to die. It's scared to die and not knowing the truth. I'm scared to die and not pass the truth on to my kids. But that ain't what I thought about initially. My bad. Initially what I thought about, Doc, was a little mouse. I thought about a mouse. And because I was thinking, literally, I'm more scared of a snake. I'm more scared of a mouse, a little old mouse, than a snake. And so that's the first thing I thought about when I thought about the question. Like, what am I afraid of? And I thought about the mouse. And it's because, why in the hell? And I thought about, why in the hell am I more afraid of a mouse than a snake? Even though a snake is technically more deadly. And so, only thing I could think of, to me, the mouse is more scary because of how quick it is. It's like a snake. You damn near have time to get away from a snake. Like you have time. You have time to I have time to get away. If I see that motherfucker with the distance, that snake ain't getting me. Cause I can jump, that motherfucker snake that snake gonna have some run for his money trying to get me. If I got some distance, I can see it. But okay. Anaconda in the damn thing. The anaconda. We see anaconda. Oh no, we gonna see. But I was like, the mouse is more scary to me because of how fast it is and how quick it moves. It's small and it's quick. It can get to you real quick. And I was like, that's control. I was like, I'm scared of not having control. Let me write that down, Terrain. Terrain said he is scared or fearful of not having control. Now, okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, so I was thinking about, so I'm fearful of not having control. I thought about that, and then I started thinking about when I was young, right? So when I was young, people called me bad, and I was bad. I second that as a little boy, like 5, 4, 3, like nigga walking bad, it's a badass little boy like that. Everybody like, it's a badass little boy, look cute, badass little boy. That was me. And I had some times where I did some things where I was trying to get somebody, I remember my older godmother, I was trying to get her to do something. And I was so she was getting dementia and stuff at this time. She was in her 90s. This is my god grandmother. And so my godmother, I was staying with them at the time. She was old too. And so I was 5, 6 years old. She told me to go. Mama Nee started walking out the house. Mama Nee started walking out the house and going on the porch at night. And so she told me to go get her. So I go out there to go get her. Come on, Mama Nee. She didn't listen to me. She wouldn't come. I think she said somebody was out there. She was looking for somebody. Man, my little child mind, badass mind. At the time when I was little, I didn't like not having control. That's what I'm trying to say because I bit her. She didn't want to come in the house Mama Weta. She didn't want to listen to me. I bit her. I bit her, and I'm glad she bit me back. And I went in the house, mind my own damn business. I think Mama Weta had to get up and go get her butt. Losing, what does that mean? A mouse runs to me, and I'm scared of the mouse because it's so quick because I can't handle it. It's something I can, like, that was the thing. I can't handle, I feel like I can't handle the mouse. I feel like I can't control the mouse. But a snake, believe it or behold, me personally, I believe I can control a snake. Especially if I get my hand around his neck, because my whole thing with a snake, I gotta grab his neck. And once I heard stories of people scared of snakes, and like real life story. They were scared of snakes, and they grabbed the snake, and they were so scared. They got a hold, and they were so scared they just squeezed the snake to death. And so no listen, that motherfucker, yeah. But so let's stay right there. So I'm trying to get somewhere, Doc. Okay. Not having control, or I don't. Not have, I forget the little, I had to say the little, so the mouse is coming, and it's like, I can control the snake. I think I can control the snake, but I don't think I can control the mouse because I don't feel like I can handle it. And so it seems like, so let's stick right there. So things I don't think I can handle makes me frustrated. So it's not necessarily a fear, but it's like, let's write that down. Things that, and let's remember that you don't think you can handle. Things that you don't think you can handle. And it's not even so. In Terrain, I see that you went from I see that you transitioned from it being a fear to just kind of like a state of mind. That's kind of what. So it's like, and like your fear is more like a frustration. So, your fear comes out in frustration or spazzing out. Maybe I heard somebody say, I want to spazz out with the spazz out. No, that was young. That was I think it was Young Dolph. Young Dolph talking about he felt like spazzing out. But things that you don't think you can handle make you want to spaz out, or let's get the basics, frustrated. So things that you don't think you can handle make you want to spaz out, or they frustrate you. Things that you can't handle. So me and you know what's going on in your personal life, Terrain. So let's talk about this. So we know the relationship that's going on with some of your family members. So someone's talking to you, and you feel like they don't understand where you're coming from, and so you don't. So you said not handling things make you frustrated. So if you're talking to someone and they don't understand you, and now it's leading to where it's almost an argument, because you're trying to handle a person's response, like, so what goes over? So is that the only thing that gets you frustrated? You think you not be able to handle stuff? And that's what I'm getting to, Doc. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, I think so. I think maybe that frustration is like, I can't handle it. And instead of me, and I respond in ways I shouldn't. And so I'm trying to talk with somebody, or a spouse, or something, my spouse, and this thing, frustration comes in. So why do I get frustrated? I get frustrated a lot of times then because I feel like I'm not understood. Not being understood. And then I start feeling like I'm losing control. Okay, let's write this down. Let's go step by step. Okay. Things you can't handle make you frustrated. not being understood. Say one, let's kind of number these. Not being understood makes you frustrated. Okay. And why do you get frustrated? Because so you're trying to get somebody to understand you. My bad, Dr. O. So you're trying to get somebody to understand you. And you're trying to get somebody to understand you. And y'all not matching, y'all not coming to an agreement, so that you get frustrated. So you're not being able to agree with somebody, or let me see, I'm trying to break down how just because somebody don't understand you, it gets you frustrated. Okay, because I'm you, let's to go with this time. There was a time when you was trying to teach your sister, and you was on one of y'all first moments together, and you kind of you were trying to go over math problems with her, and then she didn't understand you at one point. And you kind of started to get frustrated just a little bit, kept repeating it, but y'all got through it. So understanding don't necessarily causes you to be, so it causes you to be frustrated, but it don't cause you to like spaz out. Because there's a difference between frustration goes to spazzing out. That's spazzing out can be dangerous. I'm gonna just let you know that. But frustration don't have to go nowhere. It don't have to go nowhere. So when you don't have one, so not having one, and it could be frustration for anybody. Anybody that's trying to communicate something with somebody, even though, with Chris, he tries to communicate, nobody understands what he gets frustrated. So what would cause you to spaz out? Okay, let's go back to your sister. Okay. She didn't spaz out. She was frustrated. You seen how she was kind of frustrated or shy. And then the shy turned into maybe a little nervousness, and then shame. And then she started to cry. Crying is not necessarily a spaz out, but we can say because you was her brother, that was her spaz out. She couldn't do nothing else. She didn't know what else to do, so she cried. Especially that was really a situation to cry in. Y'all was just going over problems. It was more of a shame and frustration, and she cried. And she cried because maybe, you kept, not necessarily going and pushing, but first of all, she didn't communicate her frustration, but you kept pushing, kind of knowing she was kind of, shame and nervous, and you kept pushing, and she broke, which was the cry. Dr. O. And so let's think about from your sister perspective. Okay, there was no understanding between both of y'all. And you kept trying to push your agenda on her. And then, boom, she spazzed out. There was frustration. And maybe you didn't notice the frustration. Noticing frustration. Let's write that down, because I think a lot of people don't notice frustration. I think that'd be the issue. It's like if you see somebody, so I think we just kind of cracked some type of code. Noticing frustration. Noticing confusion. And I put that one because we're all familiar with people being confused. Like you telling somebody something, they over there like, that's the confused look, right? That's the confused. Like if you talking confused look. So, and you start, and so usually when you see the confused, like you stop doing what you're doing, and you say, hey, everything good, and you make sure y'all on the same track. So, that was kind of hard to get to this, but I think we might crack the code. Not really crack the code, but just paying attention to things that people act like they don't, not people. So when you notice that when you're talking to someone, Dr. Bill. So when you're talking to someone and you notice that they're confused, you stop, like, hey man, everything good? If I can keep moving. So and that's because why would you keep talking to somebody and they're confused about what you're saying? It's like you're talking to them so they can get understanding. So why would you keep talking to them and they don't understand where you're going, or you see they have a roadblock to continue listening? For example, when you're in school, I said the most disciplined time in my life in college was in college, right? In high school. But there was times when I had classes like accounting, and when I say these things probably almost destroyed my whole discipline and motivation, because I probably should have failed. A lot of us should have failed them accounting classes, but that was like the first time I got a C, because it was to a point where I was learning the beginning, learning the basis of accounting. Then it got to a point where I got stuck on one thing, and that messed me up for the rest of the class and the next semester, because I got frustrated on that one thing. And so technically I'm supposed to fail that class. So what I'm saying, when it comes to communication, Terrain, I want you to remember this. Don't forget this. When it comes to communication, don't forget this. And I'm not going to forget this. This is something new to me. Or we knew it, but we just kind of like we forgot about it and didn't dive into it. We didn't realize how important it was. Noticing frustration. Why would you keep talking to someone or pushing your agenda on someone knowing they're frustrated? So when someone's frustrated, you supposed to provide explanations for people's frustrations, especially if it's like with what you're saying. For example, me and my spouse talk a lot, and we're like, it's like you see, you see, you can say something frustrated. Like, I can't listen to nothing else that you're saying because I'm still stuck on, like, how could they just say that? They're talking about my mama. You just said something about my dad. I don't feel that way about my mom and dad. And I'm literally not listening to hardly nothing you're saying. So it's like, why? And let's write that down for everybody. On the frustration. If we make a frustration map, why would you keep talking or teaching? Like, for example, all these people coming up, Jesus love you, Jesus love with the Bible. And they come up to you and they see you don't want to hear this shit, but they keep talking to you. Or them people that talking to you and they see that you're nodding off. These friends, this is friendly. This stuff goes to the big, to the small, to the good and the bad. Your friend talk to you like, bruh. They see you keep nodding off. I've had that got like, bruh. And Crandon, I'm pulling you out for this. Like, bruh. Crandon be, man, I'll be going through the JBJ at University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. And Crandon be talking to me. Man, bro, I be so I'm looking Crandon right in his eyes. Boom, boom. Crandon never let me go until I say, bro, I gotta go. Crandon never let me go, and it's like it was cool. He was encouraging me, motivating me. He was had to be up all night, so it was keeping him up. So I didn't mind. It's no issue, but it's funny though. But it's just things like nigga. Do you not, it's like social cues. Social cues is noticing people's facial expressions, people's body language. So it's like, if you see, how you gonna see me getting sleepy, and then you just totally ignore my feelings. People ignore people's feelings. Why would you keep talking or teaching someone without addressing their emotions / questions / feelings? Oh, okay, Terrain. Let's kind of take a pause and I'm making sure we can get off course. Okay, because we was talking about identifying your fears. Okay, so we're still talking about what leads to you probably spazzing out or blacking out. Spazzed out, blacked out. What leads you to that? So, okay, so it's technically not the frustration part. It's is it someone is ignoring your emotions and feelings? Because the mouse makes you jump. That's the spaz. So you say to your sister, the mouse makes you jump. Let's go back to the mouse. So the Dr. Rest. So the mouse makes you jump, which is because consider you're spazzed out. And that's because you don't have no control. So is it because you're losing control of conversation? What do you feel? So do you feel like you're losing something? When, so for example, when you and someone get to argument with your spouse or something, how do you get to a point to a spaz out? It's because Okay, there's frustration, which means there's a little road blockage between your communication channels, but how does it get to a spaz out? And so based on what we're saying is someone ignoring someone's feelings. Terrain, that's a question. Is someone ignoring someone's feelings that leads to a fight or argument or leading to a spaz out? Even an argument. In this case, an argument is going to be a spaz out. Let me see, Doc. Yes. There's a lot of feelings being ignored, Doc, from both sides. And that's damn near with anyone you get in an argument with. For example, and I'm going to just say this, Doc, and then I ain't going to use my example. I'm going to use this example I seen on social media the other day where there was AI not. So this black guy got to argue with this another black guy in the gas station. And they was going back and forth. And it's like, he was like, what's up? He walked off. The guy walked off. And so at that point, they kind of, okay, whatever, walked off. Both feelings, like, they wasn't really ignored because the guy was still talking noise. One guy just got kind of decided, okay, let me walk off before it gets to. The black guy follows him. The black guy follows him into the store and keeps up the argument. And so at this point, the dude, I guess he's very frustrated, knowing the black guy was the one. The guy pulls out the gun. Big, tall guy. He could have whooped the dude's ass. That was the thing about it, about frustration and spaz out. It was a big guy. The dude was older, probably. The dude could have probably easily whooped the dude. I ain't never talking about size whoop people's ass, but I'm pretty sure the dude could have whooped the dude's ass. But dude was, he was dressing. He pulled out his gun. Some people ain't got time. Let's write that down. Do they got time? You got all these people stopping people. First thing we should do before you talk to anybody, do they got time? Do they got time? And let me make sure I'm not missing the point, but ignoring people. All I'm doing, Doc, is making a point about how people ignore people's feelings. And so the guy kept talking noise to him. He pulled out the frustration. Put out the frustration executor. And then he didn't use it. He still tried to walk out. The guy still tried to walk out. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that's why it's good to have good situations around. So I guess it was a white dude standing over. I guess he was scared. He didn't know shit was going on. He was already inside the store. And so nobody was finna get shot that day. It's open carry. The white dude decided to pull out his gun as the black guy was walking out and start shooting him. And first of all, the black guy was finna get back in his car and probably go. But that was an ignoring of feeling. The white guy who had nothing to do with it ignored. The black guy's feeling didn't see that the guy was following him around, kept talking noise to him and making him frustrated. And he got shot for trying to get away with someone that was frustrating him. He was frustrated. And all he was trying to do was get away. But the homeless guy bothered him. And all of a sudden, a bystander, he didn't even know what was going on, out of nowhere, they didn't even say nothing to the white guy out of nowhere because he pulled out his gun in the store around. He put the gun out in the middle of the store in front of everybody. And as he was walking out, the white guy, I guess he was too scared. Boom, boom. So the black guy, first of all, not making it right what he did, but I ain't saying he did not deserve to get shot. But nigga, you pull out your gun, and like, nigga, you pull out your gun, it means you finna use it. So I can't even blame the damn white guy too much. Because I'd have been there, a damn big ass black guy, pull out his gun in the store, I'm just spot. Nigga, shit, nigga, I only want to walk out the store knowing you just pulled out your gun. I don't want to walk out this door. You might shoot up everybody. So the black guy ignored world feelings. Like, you don't pull your gun out in no store in front of, like, he was fucking out of it. There's mental health issues that, like, he was fucking out of it or out of control. Like, me as a little ass baby, maybe Mama Neat wouldn't have bit me back. Maybe I would have been around here getting a gun and pulling it out in public. I mean, she might change my life, biting me back. And so he ignored the culture, pulling out your gun in a damn open store, white folks and that. He was mental health crisis, and he got shot for it. I mean, white guy put pop, 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 pop. He's ran through, so it looked like he could have popped, but the white guys kept chasing him down, shooting him. And he started shooting back, but I don't know if the nigga lived. Like the white guy shot that nigga a bunch of times, but people ignore people's feelings, dog. That's why I was going. Yes, spaz outs can happen when somebody try to overload. They don't address. Spaz outs can happen when people don't address people's emotions. Like even when I'm in the middle of frustration, I'm trying to get my shit out and they're frustrated. So it's like do you stop? It's like I think you stop the conversation when you see people not listening. When you see they're not listening, stop the conversation. That's a good. When you see they are not listening, stop, / or walk away. Put up my doctor hat terrain. I know all the other counselors, therapists, your friends, your family told you this, but I'm going to tell you this again. When you see the person is not listening or not understanding, and that's what I put in, make sure we ain't forgetting nothing. Like, just stop the conversation and walk away. There's so much stuff you like to do. Walk away. You like to walk. Like, really do the walking thing. When I say walk away with your energy. But doc, sometimes they follow you and chase you down. Just like I just said, the guy in the gas station got chased down. What do you do when you're being chased down by frustration? What do you do when you're being chased down by frustration? That might be a book one day. Write that down. What do you do when you're being chased down by frustration? We're gonna make land. It's gonna be the guy at the gas station. So, Terrain, what do you do when you're being chased down by frustration? Okay, so you done got away from it, but then it's chasing you down. What do you do, Terrain? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna start doing? You're being chased down by frustration. That means they can be anybody. They can be you going to the movies with your girl and a guy like her, he's drunk and he's just like and talking shit the whole way y'all walk to the car. Girl, I want to grab that ass. Just very disrespectful. What are you gonna do when you're being chased down by frustration? Especially with those when you love, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Being chased down by frustration. And straight down. Ooh, you checked off all that to get list. You can start checking off some stuff, Terrain. What do you do? But not having control. So, okay, we're gonna stick to you said one of your fears is not having control. So you can't have control of everything, but what are some of the things you can do to have control of the things you can, like your body, your mouth, your putting yourself in a situation what can you control? Doc is having, man, throughout this life, bro, I see so many people you can try to have control of some things, but it's like the biggest thing to have control of is your emotions. For you won't do things like fast. And I've seen people, man, people do all type of stuff. I don't know. Can we move on now? Let's move on to the next question. Let's talk about it. Let's sum it up at the end. Like, Lord. Tired of talking about fear. Ugh. But I think we got somewhere, Doc. What's the next one? The next thing you guys said. Find out what's good for you. What's good for me? So Doc, I didn't really think about I'm still kind of marinating on what's good for me. That's been like, even before you brought this question up, that was kind of in my thinking bank on like what's good for me, what I like to do. Even like therapy session, I had to put this in like, is this something that I need to be doing? But find out what's good for you. Like right now I'm seeking what relationships is good for me. That's the biggest one right now. What relationships is good for me and what job and where I need to put my energy at. Because lately, I ain't really been wanting a lot of pleasure. the biggest thing I've been wanting to do, Doc, is just kind of like get my like businesses going, and that's kind of why to get back to this. I'm like, this is what really all I've been wanting to do is just get back to work, get myself to work, not really work for nobody else, but get my work myself. Even from this show, it seems like just like the things you wrote down, like we can create some tools and some maps for people to like navigate through life or a social awareness. Yeah, and it's just like, need to title it just something like social awareness. Like people have become so social awareness. Like people have become so socially unaware. Yeah, I can talk a little bit. People have become so socially unaware. Like, for example, like, nigga, if you're talking to me, you see me nodding off, say, hey, bro, I'm gonna chill out, let you go to sleep. We'll finish this tomorrow. Cause like, if you ain't gonna be thinking about this tomorrow, like, this is why I said a lot of people really be just having to get some stuff off their chest. Like, this advice, we should probably stop giving people advice. Like, when someone come talking to you randomly, if they didn't ask you a direct question, and people, it's the same thing. And some people, you can't blame that either. I can't tell people that. Because some people, they love to give advice. They want to help people. We want to help. So how could I tell somebody that if someone come up and talk to you, hold all yourself back and not give the advice and then make yourself frustrated? It's like you have to have a boundary with that thing, man. It's kind of like what the Bible say, don't cast your pearls before swine. It's like you want to tell the world, everybody. You want to tell everybody the good you have. Sometimes you want to share the good with everybody, but sometimes people can't handle it. You be telling somebody good and they keep talking fast and shit. You're like, bro, if they listening, some people can process like that, but some people no, they're just trying to talk, and literally they'll need a therapist. They're literally just trying to talk and get it out. You might well not say a damn word to them. Yeah, okay, like that shit. Like we've seen that shit on so many people on TV. Like that's kind of what you got to do now, because nobody really want to hear your advice. Nobody, Yeah, it's just like our biggest thing, I guess. Tell like people like just be ready to listen rather than give people advice. That will come, but yeah, I just want to put something in place to kind of help people right now and structure my businesses for. I would be happy, Doc. So it said, find out what's good for you. What's good for me is something to know. I feel like what's good for me is getting myself to work. Like not only putting myself in an environment where I can be fruitful, but creating an environment. That's what's really been going. Like I feel like I can create a whole world for myself, and mix it in with everybody else's world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said that before. I feel like, and then messing up my notes terrain. Put it on this page. Season 2, episode 2. I want to grow my world and spread it in everyone else's. Wow, that's a good quote. I want to grow my world and spread it in everyone else's, like a weed. That's what I want to do, Doc. I want to grow my world and spread it in everyone else's like a weed. Because despite me going through a mental battle, whatever I'm going through right now, even a mental battle, it's just all I'm tired of, Doc. I'm frustrated about information. It's like I'm a word, and this is for the spiritual people. If we're a word, like naturally, by birth, I'm a word, spoken in existence by God. That means any word can come in and battle me. And write that down. If I'm a word, that means any word can come in and battle me. If I'm a word, that means any word can come in and battle me. That means people That's why you need to be careful what you tell people, what you say to people, because you can go talk to two twins that grew up with their mom and dad same way, everything. Their whole life, age 0 through 18, they got raised the same damn way, got the exact same goddamn things, right? But because of the way the mind works, and because that person is still their own person, they're going to process something different. One still might lean to drugs, because say daddy accidentally cussed mom out one time, and for some reason one twin couldn't process it and couldn't forgive nobody, couldn't understand that he ended up just whatever he might get into. I'm saying he get something bad mentally. And then other one son forgave that and going on with a happy life. And that's by every word. People, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me is the worst lie ever, because every word has power. And don't let me get into the sight of things, on how like all senses have power. Like when you start seeing some shit, they can do some stuff to you. But these words have power. Every word has power. Remember that. Every word has power. Every word has power. Whew. So, Doc, that's what's good for me. What's going to be good for me is walking in my destiny. What's going to be good for me, let me write that down. So you said, what's going to be good for me? You is walking in your, what's going to be good? What's good for you? Now listen, Train. Say it again. And what's going to be good for me, Doc? Walking in my destiny. Walking in my destiny / purpose. What's going to be good for me, Doc? Learning the truth about me. That's what's going to be good for me. Learning the truth about me. Walking in my destiny and purpose, which means, and that starts with learning the truth about me. Anything else? What's good for me? Is there anything else that can help my mental health that goes in the category of what's good for me? What is good for me? I said learning the truth. And even Jesus said that, he said, you should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And see, even Jesus said that. Even Jesus said that. And that's good. That's in my thing that's good for me. I know I need some truth in my life. Truth should set me free, even if it hurts. It should set me free, but it ain't gonna hurt. It's gonna say it might hurt a little bit, but then like when you take an ice bath, they said when it first hit your cells, it's shock. But after a while, you sit in there a little bit, it start helping and rejuvenating, healing them cells. So even the good truth, I want the good and the bad truth. I want the hurt truth. Let me see. Good and bad truth. I want. Because how could it really hurt me? How much could the truth hurt me? Gee, if I'm listening to the good book and what the best book in the world tells me, he said the truth should set me free. So you mean anything I'm going through, I just got to get the truth on it. Okay. Money issues. The truth is, Terrain, you spending too fucking much. Truth is, Terrain put aside a goddamn $1. The truth is, Terrain put aside damn $5. Okay. What did that do to me? I just felt better admitting it. So could I feel bad again if I go do it anyway and keep? I've done that before. That's why I'm saying it. So And yeah, it can make you feel worse again. So the truth will set you free. And you should know the truth. I need to go back and read what he said before that. You should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Does that mean necessarily you got to live it? We can talk about the children of Israel. They knew God was real and providing all that stuff, but somehow they still felt like he was trying to kill them in the wilderness. And overall, and they end up dying. It's crazy, but they end up dying in the wilderness, but still. They would have made it out. They just would have took the motivation. So if you don't take the truth, it could kill you. So learning the truth about me will make me better, possibly. Even Jesus said, you know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It makes sense now. And you should know the truth, and the truth will set you free, which means you can give. Like right now, I just repeated that, bad money management, save a dollar. That made me feel good, right? But then you free, prison. But can't niggas go back to jail? Niggas can go back to jail. And even Jesus, kind of showed that with you should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It's the verse when Jesus he gave a parable about the demons being cast out of a man. The demons go to and fro. So when the demons got cast out, he was free. But then it said the demons went looking for somebody else, couldn't find nobody, so they came back to that man. And he said he was empty. He was empty. He was empty, void. And all that shit came back in, empty, void, which means he didn't put things in place. I didn't save no money. I didn't kept doing my habits, kept doing this, buying this, doing it, spending, so then it said the demons got back into the man. He was in a worse state than he was. Yeah. Credit score worse than they ever was. Got the credit score up, recovered, and then I went back doing the same habits, and credit score worse than it ever was. Getting? That Bible can apply to a lot of people's lives, but okay, Terrain. Okay. Coming time. Let's do a little couple breaths. Do our breathing. Okay. Doctor's hat. Breathing exercises. We get ready for our breathing exercise, but let's kind of sum up what we kind of just talked about. You talked about your fears, and the biggest thing you talked about is not having control is a fear for you because of the way you react. Not having control is a fear for you. Not having control is a fear for you because of the way you react. Not having control is a fear for you because of the way you react. It can destroy you. I'm going to put that on. It can destroy you. Yeah, when you don't know what you're doing, it can destroy you. Like when you zoning out while driving and shit, and wake up like, damn, how did I stay straight the whole time? Yeah. It actually can kill you. Probably wasn't the spirit in Jesus taking the wheel. Then we talked about stuff that's good for you. And that was the biggest thing on not having control. And it's like you gotta, and from that we seen that sometimes, when you're talking, the biggest thing we pointed out from that is you're trying to get your point across to somebody, but they're not on the same Bible wave, and it can mean that they don't understand something. And so whenever talking to anybody, we said that it's good socially and as a culture to go back and like, okay, you see somebody sleeping, hey bro, you sleeping, I'm gonna stop talking to you because you can't get what I'm saying. Hey bro, I see you frustrated, what's going on? Because I know you being frustrated, unless you're a strong person, you can't bounce back from the frustration and continue listening to what I'm saying. That's how some people work like that. Some people, some people can bounce back from the frustration and keep listening, but some people can't. And they're going boiling on the inside, ready to knock you the fuck out as you keep talking. They get madder and madder by the word. So why would you keep talking to someone and they're getting madder and madder by the word? Walk away, Terrain. Walk away, Terrain. And that's with your voice. That means stop talking and walk away with your damn body too. And And then we talked about things that's good for you. And the biggest thing you keep saying, you keep talking about this, and I know this, learn the truth about yourself. You're really in search for the truth, especially about your Jesus, your first marriage, you're with Jesus. Like I said, you don't even know if you're divorced or not yet. We need to learn about yourself. Keep digging into that. And we gotta get some homework. Do we need some homework? We don't need no homework, but I would like to see you next week, Terrain. I would love to see you next week. Let's be consistent with this therapy. I think we can really get somewhere. And I think I want to really get you to a spot where, where you're healthy, because I feel like you can help so many people. You've heard so many people say it, and I'm saying it, that, I really think you can help a lot of people. I think you can help the world, Terrain. I think you can help the world, Terrain. I really think you can help the world. So I really want to help you get this together. Thank you for choosing me to help you with this. And you actually helping me a lot too. I'm learning some things like today. We can talk about it again. Noticing frustration, noticing confusion, social awareness. And maybe for the ER, I might even start doing, let's see, we still on here? They trying to cut me out. We have 52 minutes. Don't be tripping. The service good, but okay. Let's do our breathing exercise. And stretches. Oh. Terrain, and also before you go to, I want to ask you, Mother's Day just passed. How was you feeling on Mother's Day? I know your mother passed. How was you feeling on Mother's Day? So I only got one thing to say about that. I thought I was okay on Mother's Day. It was just like any regular day. But it wasn't until I think Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, my friend asked me, he's like, "How did you feel, bro?" Because my mama passed, and I was like, "Damn." And as soon as he said it, I thought like, "Damn." I probably ain't thought about my mama today on Mother's Day. And I was like, and only thing it made me think about, like, well, nigga, why the fuck you so angry? If you ain't mad about motherfuckers dying, why you so fucking angry? But I am upset about that. It's just, but I'm doing something different with the energy in a certain aspect, but I don't know how that affects me. Because I don't know if I'm ignoring, because I'm so focused on, and it's like, people's like, you need to grieve. It's like, how do I grieve? It's like, okay, my mother passed. How do you grieve? Because grieve, what do I just sit and cry? Because do I sit and cry? Because only thing I told myself is like, my mother died, and I don't think she should have died. I think there was help for her. And so since then, all I've been looking for is help. I haven't been looking to grieve. It's kind of like when Jesus died and got crucified. It's like they seemed like it sent the Holy Spirit, and like it provided fuel for all the other disciples. It's like not saying my mother being was a burden, but it definitely provided some damn fuel for me. I'm definitely sad about it. Especially, I didn't get to talk to her about certain things. Never talk to her about how she feel. But it's like it provided fuel for me too. I don't know what the sadness of it looks like right now. I still don't understand. I still don't understand the sadness of losing my mama and then my grandma. That's my baby. Then my Gloria, and I didn't even think about her on Mother's Day. And it's like, nigga, what are you doing with that? And it made me think even more sometimes that like maybe I'm crazy because like nigga, who the hell don't think about their mama or their grandma who just died on Mother's Day? You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of scares me just a little bit, but I have to remind myself that I told myself that I was gonna use all this for motivation, and that not I didn't tell myself I was gonna use motivation. I just said I told myself you should use it for motivation. Especially with me getting into the healthcare field now and shit. It's like, nigga, your mama died from a lung disease, nigga. And what you probably can figure out ways to help that, or find the person that get the knowledge, the information out there. And that's why I say, I'm really trying to figure out my destiny because I'm trying to make some moves and help some people, help myself, help some people. And I don't want to make the wrong move. I want to make the right move. So I'm treading lightly. I'm treading lightly, but I don't know how the sad part of Mother's Day and affected me and how it made me feel, but since when it happened, when I lost my my mama and my grandma, I always tell myself I'm gonna use that motivation. I'm gonna use that motivation because even my grandmother, she died from a stroke. And and it's like that could have been prevented. It's like, okay, she in the nursing home, sitting there, not doing physical therapy. She started smoking, I think, by doing tobacco and stuff. So already your body is deteriorating, and you still adding the bad stuff on it. So we can expect that to happen. But me sitting back knowing that, okay, I can easily help my grandma with physical therapy every morning or every other day, even if it's light walking or just going and hugging and rubbing on her feet, like little stuff like that could have changed the whole world, or could have stopped her from having a stroke, could have prevented that. Yes, massage prevents shit like that. It helps with shit like that. Giving people hugs help with shit like that. So hell yeah, I'm sad. Be honest with you, hell yeah, I'm sad that my grandma would die. Gloria Hodges, my queen, my king, she could die for something that was preventable. Hell yeah, I'm sad that my mama died from something that's preventable. And hell yeah, I'm sad that I could possibly kill myself from something that's preventable. But don't fall too far from the tree, huh? Don't fall too far from the tree. But hell yeah, I'm sad, doc. I'm sad as hell. And mad. I'm mad about that. That my OGs died from something that's preventable. My OGs. Not your fucking OGs. My fucking OGs. My fucking grandma who fucking raised me. My fucking mama. In the streets all the fucking life. In the streets all the fucking life with damn pneumonia took out. On crack and every damn thing. Fucking pneumonia. COVID. Yeah, I feel like that shit was preventable. Despite bad lungs and anything, I feel like the shit was preventable. But yeah. Thank you, Doc, for listening. You have a good day. Whew, Lord. Okay, guys. Yeah. Hey, man. You have a good day, bro. But hey, folks, thank y'all for tuning in. Last time we did this, we did a little song that me and Terrain learned in kindergarten. And so I said it sounded pretty nice ending with that song. Terrain, you gonna stay and sing it with me? Don't leave yet. Have a good day after this song. Sing it with me. Like I said, I learned this song in kindergarten. I think that's the thing about it. And I think these are the words, but for some reason I remember what I'm about to sing. I remember these words, and it sounds like it's a fucking song. So that's why I think I actually learned the song. But Donna wanna make give me I take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. If you ever alone and feeling sad, you can count on me. I take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. Donna wanna make. Give me your hand. I take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. If you ever alone and feeling sad, you can count on me. I take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. If you ever alone and feeling sad, you can count on me. I take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. Done one a man. Give me your hand. I'll take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. Done one a man. Give me your hand. I'll take the time to help you through. That's how a friend should be. Thank y'all for tuning in to the ER, a platform for the world to share its story in order to bring hope to people all around the world, that the world may know that it's not alone in confusion and suffering. Also, to bring an end to the waste of life and to promote mental well-being. And that's what I was talking about. To bring an end to the waste of life. That's when I was talking about my mama, I was talking about my grandma dying from preventable diseases. That's a waste of life. People committing suicide. To me, that's a waste of life. We want you here. If I would have checked out, I would have been doing this show right here. So if anybody that sees this, that likes my face, that likes anything about me, you wouldn't have got this if I would have checked out. You wouldn't have got this if I wouldn't have did something that was good for me. If you wouldn't have got this, if I would have checked out because of all the bad stuff that was happening to me, whether someone brought it up on me or I brought it up on myself, you wouldn't have got this if I would have checked out for all that bad stuff. Someone needs your face, someone needs your smile, someone needs your voice, and that's why I had to do this. Because if you seen, there was no promotion before this show. Y'all didn't even know the hell I was doing this. Like this week, y'all didn't know this because it was a struggle to get here. There was a bunch of roadblocks to get here. I'm struggling mentally, but somehow my spirit told me this: despite you struggling mentally, despite you not having it all together, you still might can help somebody stay alive, despite you dying. And he said, and then the inside voice or whoever the fuck, it said, and what harm is it? What harm is it in you helping someone and you need help? You know, everybody tell you to get your shit together. You can't help nobody from a half-empty cup. Like, hell yeah, you can help somebody from a half-empty cup. I just thought about it. The lies they tell. The lies people tell you. If someone is thirsty and you got a half-empty or a half-full cup, you can give them something to drink. You can change their life. You can save their life. Let's write that down, for you won't be lied to again, Terrain. You can help. And everybody remember, you can help someone. from a half empty / full cup. Don't ever forget that, y'all. Because all of us have been told that when you're not full, well, no, let's stick with it. We all have been told that you can't help no one from a half empty cup or / half full based off your perspective of what they tell you. But the reality of it is, if all that man needs is a sip, my half empty cup can save his life. A sip. A sip. The more we keep ignoring the truth, the more fucking businesses I'm going to start. Because I'm ready to start something called a sip. I'm ready to start a whole business called a sip. And a sip is giving a hug to somebody. A sip is saying, hey bro, I love you. A sip is, here go a little dollar. A sip. That little dollar's not gonna kill your cup. That hug ain't gonna kill your cup. Maybe the shit I'm doing is not draining my cup. Maybe I got a fucking cup that never runs out. Maybe I got a cup that never runs the fuck out. Maybe you have a cup that never runs the fuck out. Maybe the only issue is your faucet on how to pour it out. You can have a broken faucet. You never seen a busted bottle? Yeah. You got all the wine. Your faucet on how to get it out is just maybe broken. Ain't even broken. You have some faucet, it just turned the wrong way. So look, just turn your faucet. You're right, a sip, your faucet may be broken. We about to end right here, Terrain, but you need to really go meditate on that. And we need no rush, so we can meditate a little bit. So what are we going to go from here, Terrain? We know you got some juice in your cup. You said your faucet a little off. Is your faucet a little off, Terrain? Not being understood. Why would someone keep talking and teaching someone without addressing their emotional question or feeling? A sip. Yeah, but I'm about to use some of these things you helped me discover. We got to go keep impacting this world. But y'all have a good day. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again.